Nidhush, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Let's start up with the first question of 2023 October. Okay, first question, how do you do? Did you try beforehand? No? So if you have a question, so this question is about given that y equals 5x to the power 3 plus 3 of x squared minus 7x. So first thing is you linearize this equation. So how do you linearize? So bringing up the y equals 5x to the power 3 plus bringing up the x square up. So it's minus 2 minus 7x. So then you differentiate it because first part is about differentiating. So dy over dx is equal to 15x squared. So you multiply this with this 15x squared and subtract 1 from the power minus 6x minus 3 minus 7. Any doubts with that? Do you have any doubts with that?
No, sir.
Okay. Then let's go for the B part. Double differential of that. So how to do the double differential? You again differentiate that term. So 5 times 2, 30x. This times this plus 18x minus 4. Because minus 3 minus 1 is minus 4. Okay. Then minus 7 doesn't come. So that's the answer for the double differential. Any questions with that?
No, sir.
Alright. So let's move on to the next question. Question number 2. So question number 2 is asking about given that a is equal to 1 over 64 x squared, b is equal to 16 over root x. Express each of the following in the form of x to the power kx to the power n, where k and n are simplified constants. So how do you do? So if they are you have to write it in terms of this. So in order to do that, you need to simplify. So it's a to the power half, first one. So a to the power half means you know that a is 1 over 64 x squared to the power half. Okay, so I can try this question in different manners. So 2 to the power what is 64? Can you say me?
8.
Yes. So one. So if I take it up, 2 to the power minus 8. It's to the power 2, and you have power half. So what do you do there? 2 to the power minus 8 times half, x to the power 2 times half. Got it? So then simplify 4. So 2 to the power minus 4 x. So you can write it as 1 over 2 to the power 4 x, which is going to be what? 1 over, what's 2 to the power 4? What's 2 to the power 4?
16.
Hmm? 16, yeah. 1 over 16 x. Is it in the format they are asking? Or is there a mistake I have done somewhere? Are you sure that 64 is 2 to the power 8? I don't think so. It's 256. It should be 2 to the power what there? This is wrong. Just type it in the calendar and check. Is 2 to the power, what you should get? 1 over 2 to the power. Can you say what is 64? 2 to the power what? Hmm? 6 there. 2 to the power 6. So then I can write 2 to the power minus 6 x2. Then multiply by half. And it becomes 2 to the power, this into half is minus 3. X to the power 1. This 2 into half is 1. So it's 1 over 2 to the power 3 x, which is going to be 1 over 8 x. Do you understand or no? Is it not clear?
Yes.
Okay. Then B part. These are easy things. So B 16 x to the power 16 b to the power 3. So you know that b is 16 root x. So I can write 16 over 16 x to the power minus half. Why did I do that? Because you know this can be written as 16 x to the power half. So if I bring it up, 16 x to the power minus half. Now what can I do? Any idea? Can I cancel 16 and 60? So it's going to be 1 over x to the power minus half. So what is it then? Is that so, or is there any difference? Can you see that there's a power 3 in that? B to the power 3. I forgot that. So you can't cancel like that then. So it's 16 over 16 to the power 3 x to the power minus 3 over 2. Understood? Then one of the 16s you can cut. You get 16 to the power 2. So 1 over 256 x to the power minus 3 over 2. If you want, you can write it again. 1 over 256 x to the power positive 3 over 2. Now got it or not? So that's the B answer. Any questions with that?
Okay.
So let's go for the C part. So in the C part, they are trying to multiply A and B. I'll just try multiplying A and B. So what happens? Can you explain? What can you divide this for? May I have 8 කරන්න පුළුවන්. What is this? 64 divided by 2 is 32. What else? 1, 4. Are you okay with that? Then this and this is going to be what? 1 over 4 x to the power 2 minus half 3 over 2. Are you okay with that or not? So I can write this also. This 4 I can write it as 2 to the power minus 2 because it's in the denominator and 2 to the power 2. When you take it up, it goes as 2 to the power minus 2. Then I'm going to write instead of AB this term. So 2 to the power minus 2 x to the power 3 over 2 over 2 minus 4 over 3. Now what can you do? If you want, you can make it one term. Why? By subtracting this and this. So 2 to the power minus 2 minus 1 is how much? Minus 3 x to the power 3 over 2, and you have minus 4 over 3. Now you expand with each. So 2 to the power, what's 4 over 3 into 3? Into minus 3, it's minus 4. X 3 over 2 into 3 over 2 into 4 over 3. So 3 and 3 cancelled, it's going to be 2. So what's the answer then? 1 over 2 to the power positive 4 x square, which is 1 over what? This was minus 4. Remember that. So this becomes plus, right? This becomes minus. There's a mistake there. Why? This was minus So minus, this term is minus, no? So minus into this is plus 4. So 2 to the power positive 4, x to the power negative 2. That means you can write it as 16 over x squared. Right? Any doubts with that? Any doubts, Madhusha?
No, sir.
Okay, let's go into the next question. So C part answer is this. Alright, so the next question is, in this question you must show all the stages of your work. Solutions rely on calculated technology are not acceptable. So you have to rationalize this, right? So in order to rationalize, how do you do? How do you rationalize? So 8 minus root 15 over 2 root 3 plus root 5 multiplied by 2 root 3 minus root 5 divided by 2 root 3 minus root 5. Remember this. Okay, now it's all about expanding. Expand करने को ना 8 times 2 16x root 3. 8 times this minus 8 root 5. This times this what? Minus 2 root. What is 15 times 3? Any idea? 45, right? Minus plus what? What is root 15 into 5? Any idea? What's root 15 into 5? 5 root 3 or 15 times 5 is what? 75. So you can write it as 75. Now these two I can simplify much more further. This is over. This into this 4 root 9. This into this minus 2 root 15. Then next one is plus 2 root 15 minus root 25. So these two cancels off. And this is actually 3. This is actually 5. So what is 4 times 3? 12, right? So 12 minus 5 is actually what you have, which is 7. So I can write the denominator is 7. Numerator simplification terms. So 45 can be broken down. Even 75 can be broken down. So 2 root, what can you write 45 as? 2 root 45, I want you to take it as simplified terms. Same 9 times 5, right? So which is going to be 3. So what's the equation then? 6 root 5. I'm going to put 16 root 3 minus 8 root 5 plus, is it plus or minus? Here the sign. Minus, right? Minus 6 root 5. Minus 6 root 5, yeah. Then root 75 can be written as, this is without using cal, 25 times 3. So 5 root 3 plus 5 root 3. So can you see these two you can subtract, add actually. 16 plus 5, 21. So 21 root 3 minus, what's 8 and 6? Midhuja, what is 8 and 6? 14. 14 root 5 or 14. Is it 14 or 16? 14, right? So then if you want to simplify it much further, what can you do? You can take the 7 out from the top part. 3 root 3 minus 2 root 5 over 7. So simplify the answer is what? 3 root 3 minus 2 root 5. Any questions with that? Any questions? So this is the final answer for. You can do it. I know you can do it so easily in the cal and get check it just by typing this. But you have to show all your working without using cal. Okay. Any doubts you have? How to rationalize and get there?
No.
Okay. Let's move on to the B part of the question. So in the B part, what they're asking is, hence or otherwise solve this. So if you are going to solve this question, first thing is you can expand it. Root 5x plus 5 root 15 equals 40 minus 2x root 3. Okay. Then from there what can you do? Okay. From there what can you do? What can you do with this? You have to solve, no? So take x turns to one side. So root 5 x plus 2x root 3 equals 40 minus 5 root 50. I just took this to this side and this to this side. So then from here I can take the x out. Root 5 plus 2 root 3 equals 40 minus 5 root 50. Okay. So you can divide both sides. Root 5 plus 2 root 3 divided by root 5 plus 2 root 3. Okay. So what can you do afterwards? You can rationalize that, right? So when you rationalize, what do you get? Can you see this one was 8 minus root 15. So can you make this top part taking 5 out? If you take 5 out, what do you get? 8 minus root 15 over root 5 plus 2 root 3. So this part you can write the answer what you got for A part. Got it or no? So 5 bracket, what was that you got? 3 root 3 minus 2 root 5. So just expand from the 5. 15 root 3 minus 10 root 5. Do you understand or no? You don't need to again rationalize by 5 minus 2 root 3 divided by 5 minus 2 root 3. So you don't need to do that again. Okay. Hi Nathan, can you hear me? You can unmute and
Yeah,
talk.
sir.
Okay. Alright, so let's go into the next question. You were discussing on something rationalizing question. Alright. So this is a question related to graphs. Figure 1 shows a sketch of part of curve C with the equation y equals 1 over x plus 2. And they are asking, state the equation of the asymptote C, which is parallel to what? Y-axis. Asymptote C that is parallel to y-axis. So what is this asymptote? They are asking that. Any ideas you all have? If you have a question like this, you know that if you have something like y equals 1 over x, you know that your graph will go like this. Asymptote එක මෙන්න මේක. Got it? So this is 1 over x plus 2. So what is the asymptote? X equals minus 2, ne? X plus 2 u equal to 0. X equals minus 2. So this is going to be minus 2. Do you understand? So 1 over x plus 2 will go from where? This is going to be minus 2. It's going to go. What is this place where it cuts the axis? How do you find that? එතන කොහමද වෙන්නේ? x එක බිඳු වුණාම y එක කියලා. 1 over 2. ඇයි මේක x එක බිඳු වුණාම 1 over 0 plus 2. So 1 over 2. Got it? So they haven't asked that time. I just explained you. So what is they are just asking what is the asymptote? X equals minus 2. Then B part, factorize fully. How do you factorize this? They are asking to factorize x to the power 3 plus 4x squared plus 4x. So you can take x out here. So if you take x out, you get what? X squared plus 4x plus 4. Okay. After that, how can you factorize? Any suggestions? How do you factorize after that? How do you factorize this? All the factors for 2 and 2. Okay. So then plus and plus. So I can write x is outside. X squared plus 2x plus 2x plus 4. Take x out. X plus 2. Take 2 out. X plus 2. X is outside. So same brackets you write it once. X plus 2. So this is the complete factorization of that term. Any doubts with that? If you want, මෙහෙම ලියන්නත් පුළුවන් ඕන නම් මෙහෙම ලියන්නත් පුළුවන්. මෙහෙම ලිබ්බත් හරි. Both are correct. Any questions? Is there any questions with factorize?
No, sir.
Okay. On the diagram, show adding a sketch y equals this. So how do you do that? So I'll just clear this diagram up. Yeah, I think it's in the next page. Okay, so they are asking to sketch this. How do you sketch it on this diagram? So it's y equals x to the power 3 plus 4x plus 4 plus 4x squared plus 4, right? How do you sketch? We found that it's when you factorized it, it was y equals x plus 2 square. So මේකෙදි x එක බිඳු වුණාම මොකද්ද y එක? 0, right? So this is one coordinate here. Okay. Next, when this x plus 2 becomes 0, when y is 0, when y is 0, x is 0, x is either 0 or x plus 2 equals 0. So x equals minus 2. Okay, so x equals minus 2 is where? Somewhere here. එතකොට දැන් මේ graph එක බලන්න. X to the power 3 graph එක. You know x to the power 3 graphs go like this or like this. Is it this or this? Can you say whether it's A or B? Positive x to the power 3 graph. Is it A or B, Midusha? Y equals x to the power 3 graph? Yeah, what is it? එහෙම දෙන්නේ x to the power 3, positive x to the power 3. අරමද? ඒ විදිහටද යන්නේ B විදිහට? මෙතන යන්නේ මෙහෙමද? නැත්නම් අනිත් පැත්තට? මෙහෙමද? sorry. මෙහෙමද? මොන පැත්තටද යන්නේ? positive x. මෙහෙම ඇවිල්ලා you understand? So it will come like this, then turn around and go. You understand or not? Any questions with that? Will it go like that? Or is there any other? නැත්නම් මෙහෙමද? Yeah, nicely draw. Turning point is going to be here. And it's going to go nicely up from there. Got it? So that's how you draw that graph. So, okay. So that's the answer for the C part. So they have mentioned in the question diagram 1. Then you have to use that diagram 1 they have given. අනිත් එකේ ඇඳලා ලකුණු හම්බෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඊළඟ part එක. Copy of a diagram. So hence state the number of real solutions of this. Then අපි යන්කෝ next question. Then මේකේ මට කියන්න solutions කියන්නේ මේ අර graph එකයි. මෙන්න මේ graph එකයි. අර මගේ red color ඇඳලා තියෙන graph එකයි intersect වෙන තැන. කොච්චරක් තියෙනවද දැන්? එකක් තමයි මෙතන. අනිත් එක තමයි මෙතන. So how many places? How many real roots are there? How many are there? Number of real roots. Here. 2. Do you understand? So there's 2 real roots. So when you equal these 2 is equal to 1 they have said. So they have equal it to 1. So what is it? මේ graph එක දැන් මේකේ අමුතු විදිහට දුන්නට අපි අර ඇඳපු graph දෙකක් තිබ්බනේ. එකක් 1 over දැන් මේකේ මේ so white color graph, this graph actually is what? Y equals 1 over x plus 2. ඕක equal කරලා තියෙනවා මෙන්න මේ equation එකට. Y equals x bracket x plus 2 square. ඔය දෙක equal කරලා තමයි මෙන්න මෙයා හැදිලා තියෙන්නේ. ඒකයි වෙනස් විදියක් තියෙන්නේ. 1 over නේ තිබ්බේ මෙතන x plus 2. It has gone to other side as multiplication. That's why. Got it? So they have just basically equated the two equations and asked how many points they intersect. So you should know, looking at the graph, two graphs which you drew, it goes like this. So how many points? 2. Alright, so let's move on to the next. Do you have any questions, Nidusha? Yes, sir.
No.
Okay. Fifth question is about diagram 2 shows a plan view of a frame, flat roof. The shape of the frame consists of a triangle ABCD joining to the triangle BCD. So I hope the screen is visible. Okay. So this length is x as they have written. My length is x loop. CD given. So they are asking cos theta is equal to this here. They are asking to equate it. So theta is measured in degree also. So what rule can you use here? What rule can you use? What is the rule? To show something like this, cos theta equals make a 90 degree name opposite of adjacent use karanne. What can you use?
Sir, tan?
Tan rule?
No.
Cos rule? What? You can say, what can you use?
Cos.
Cosine rule. So cos theta, I'll just use the other side of the board. So x squared is equal to 1 plus x entire thing squared plus 5 squared minus 2 times x plus 1 plus x over x plus 1 times 5 into cos theta. මෙන්න මෙයාව තමයි subject කරලා තියෙන්නේ. Then x squared minus 1 plus x squared minus 5 squared divided by minus 2x plus 2. 2x minus 2, I'll just expand that and take it. Equal 2x minus 2x. Okay, that's gonna be complicated if I do that. Equals, I took these two to other side. Then this is gonna be minus 2 into 5 is 10. So minus 10 x plus 1 bracket cos theta. Then x squared minus, what do you get? 1 plus 2x plus x squared minus 25 divided by minus 10x minus 10 equals cos theta. Now it's all up to simplification. So x squared minus 1 minus 2x minus x squared minus 25 divided by minus 10x minus 10. Can you see these two cancel? So now what can you do? Minus 2x minus 26 over minus 10x minus 10 equals cos theta. Okay. Now okay. Okay. We got that. We can take minus 2 out. X plus 13 over, make it minus 2 එළියට ගන්න පුළුවන් minus 2 5x plus 5 equals cos theta. What is cos theta? X plus 3 x plus 13 over 5x plus 5. Okay, any doubts with that? That's showing that. I just use cosine rule to show that. Hope you understood. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Given that x is equal to 2 root 3, angle BAC is 30, ABC is a straight line. Find the area of the triangle ABC. ABC area එක අහන්න. How do you do? X is given as 2 root 3. Okay. Then
Sir, because they have given BAC equals 30, can't we use the sine rule and get the value of another side of the triangle?
you ask me to use this angle.
Yeah,
If you use that,
because they have given the length from B to C.
Then you are using the longer triangle. So the band, why use කරන්නේ on triangle එකකට. X is given for this. මෙයාට එනවා මේ x එක. එහෙම use කරලා මේ x මේක දන්නවා නම් ඔයාලට මේක හොයාගන්න පුළුවන්. ඒක පුළුවන්. But you are trying to say using this triangle. How do you find that? Nothing is isosceles. They haven't said AD and BD are equal. Nothing like that. What is the way? First, can you find theta? Because if they have given x, it's easy. I mean, equation හදාගත්ත කලින්. So cos theta equals what? Okay, I'll just write theta equals cos inverse. Okay, ලෙම අර ඒගොල්ලන් දීලා තියෙන terms ටික දානවා. 13 plus 2 root 3 over 5 plus 5 times 2 root 3. Can you get me the answer? What's theta? Make sure you are in degree mode. Angle is measured in theta degrees. So it's 42.47 something. So you can write 42 degrees or 42.47 degrees. Now use sine rule. Then මෙයාව දන්නවනේ 42 කියලා. Then කොහොම sine rule use කරන්නේ? What is your main target? To find area. So how do you find?
Sine 42 equals 5 over x, right?
Sine 42
Over x, 5 over x, the unknown value.
sine 42 equals sine 42 over AB equals එයාගේ ඉස්සරහ side එකේ AB over what? 5 over sine 30.
5 over,
Hey, sine 30 ගත්තම. They have given මෙයාත් 30 කියලා. එහෙනම්
yes, yeah,
මෙයා 5 එයාගේ ඉස්සරහ side එක දාන්න. මෙයාගේ ඉස්සරහ side එක අපි දන්නේ නැහැ අපි හොයාගන්න. So I'm trying to find that. So then AB is equal to AB into 5 equals sine 30 is half into sine. I did a mistake. I can't write one angle in top and one angle in bottom. Both should be in the same. So sine 30 over 5, right? So
yeah.
5 sine 42 equals AB times sine 30. So divide both sides by sine 30 and same with the AB value. What is AB value? AB की value here. Shall I type and check? So
So 6 something
make sure you are in
Six.
what mode?
degree.
6.69, right?
Yeah,
So this is 6.69. Then when pull an area, why? If you know this is 30, this is 42, what is this angle? Both sides of this are also known. So it's easy.
So can't we use the Pythagoras theorem for that?
No. This is not a 90-degree triangle to do that. My angle is here, 42 plus 30, 180 minus the answer. 108, right? So use that 108 ne. මේකත් දන්න. So what is area equation? Area equals half times AB කියන්නේ 6.69 times 5 times sine 108. So can you get me the answer of it? Make sure you are in degree mode. $16.1.
15.9.
Yeah. 16.1. If you get 15.9,
Yeah.
that's because you rounded this one. 42 point take it for more decimal center. Okay. Meter square. So that's how you do the area part. Alright. So that's it. Midusha, any questions you have related to this?
No, sir.
Okay. Let's move on to the sixth question. In this question, you must show all the stages of your working. Solutions rely on calculate technology are not accepted. So where P is a constant, find the two distinct real roots. ඒ කියන්නේ මේකෙන් හැදෙන quadratic එකක්. ඒ quadratic එක solve කරලා b squared minus 4ac larger than 0 කියලා දාලා අරයව පෙන්නන්න ඕන. Alright, so let's start doing it. 4p minus 8x, I just expanded, over 12 plus 15p over x plus p. So let's take this x plus p to other side as multiplication. 4p minus 8x x plus p equals 12 plus 15p. Expand it. 4px plus 4p squared minus 8x squared minus 8px. I'll take 12 and all those to other side also. Minus 12 minus 15p equals 0. Any questions until there? So then I'll take minus 8x square, and the terms with x, I'm taking it together. So it's going to be minus 8 plus 4. That's going to be minus 4px. Then the numbers plus 4p squared minus 12 minus 15p. So this is the numbers. So this is A, this is B, these two are B, this is C. Are you okay with that? So what is it? If it has two distinct real roots, b squared minus 4ac is larger than 0. B square is what? Minus 4p square minus 4 times A is going to be minus 8 times C is going to be 4p squared minus 12 minus 15p is larger than 0. Okay, so how do you do the rest? 16p squared minus, let me plus this into this is 32 bracket 4p squared minus 12 minus 15p larger than 0. Okay, if you want, you can divide everything by 16. So if you divide everything by 16, what do you get? That's easy to simplify. Then what do you get? P squared plus 2 bracket 4p squared minus 12 minus 15p is larger than 0. So p squared plus 8p squared. Hope you can see this clearly. Minus 24 minus 30p is larger than 0. Okay, from there onwards I'll have to start it up again. So what do you get now? This and this is what? 9p squared minus 30p minus 24 is larger than 0. Can you simplify this further? By 3 you can divide, right? Just divide everything by 3. Yeah, what is it? 3p
So
squared.
for that, 8x minus x 8x squared minus 4px. For that, for that 4p 4p squared, can't we put it before minus 4px?
You're asking here?
No, sir. In the red color part you have seen.
Bye.
The last.
This entire thing is actually B. This entire thing is actually C.
Sir, can't we put that minus 4p squared
This is plus.
after before the b1?
What do you mean by?
Like, can't we switch minus 4p squared with minus 4px?
Yeah, can. You're asking whether when you have B squared minus 4AC, can you shift A and C, right? මෙතන ඉස්සරහටයි පස්සටයි
Yeah.
කරන්නේ. Can. That's multiplication.
Oh.
That doesn't change the answer. Still you will get this answer after you simplify. තේරෙනවද? එතන 4AC වෙනුවට 4CA කියලා කරන්න පුළුවන්ද කියලා නෙවෙයි අහන්නේ.
Oh, sir.
Can.
නිකන් ඒකම අරකට කලින් ගේන්න පුළුවන්.
ඉස්සරහා පස්සේ නෑ කියලා වෙනසක් කරන්න. Okay. Nidusha, any questions you have? Did you understand how to get the equation?
No, sir. Yes, sir.
Hence, using algebra, find the range of possible values for p. මෙයාව solve කළා මට කියන්න එන උත්තර. මොනවද එන උත්තර මෙයාව solve කරා? 3p squared minus 10p minus 8 larger than 0. So you can use the calculator. So what are the answers?
P equals 4 and P equals minus 2 over 3.
P equals 4 and P equals minus 2
2
over
over
3.
3.
දැන් ඔයා මේකේ දෙපැත්තේ අංක අරගෙන හිතන්න ඕනේ මේකේ 3 තියෙනවා මේක 5 තියෙනවා. මේකේ -2 over 3 කැල්ල ගියාම -0. මොකක්ද දෙන්නේ? මොකක්ද දෙන්නේ? -2 over 3 කැල්ල ගියාම. Decimal එකයි මේ. -0.66 something, right? So let's take something like -1 and 0. 0 hari 1 hari. ඒ කියන්නේ number scale එකේ එක පැත්තක් positive එක පැත්තක් negative. දැන් මෙන්න මේ මෙයාව දාලා බලන්න මේ p එක වෙනුවට ඔයාට එන answer එක මේකේ larger than 0 ද less than 0 ද කියලා. Put 3 and check. What do you get? So 3 times 9 like that. 3 times 9 minus 10 times 30 minus 8. It's negative, right? මෙයාව හරියන්නේ නැහැ එතකොට. ඇයි? The answer you are getting is negative, no? It should be larger than 0. So you have to take p larger than 4. ඒක තේරුණාද කරන්න හැටි? Inequal sign එක දාන්න හැටි තේරුණා? Did you understand? Listen. How to
Yes.
put the just don't put inequal sign like this for both like this. That's wrong. You have to check. Now let's take 0 and put in the other. 0 on math 0 minus 8. That doesn't satisfy. So let's take a number which is less than that. So x is, sorry, p is, what is it gonna be? P is less than minus 2 over 3. Minus 1 දාලා බලන්නකො මෙතන. So 3 times 1 minus 10 times minus 1 minus 8. ඔක වෙන්නේ එතකොට 10 minus 8 2 වෙනවා. අර plus 3 5 නේ. 5 වෙනවා. So ඒක larger than 0 ද? Yes, it satisfies. So it should be a smaller value than minus 2 over 3. So did you understand how to get these two inequalities? That's the way to get, so put the sign, okay, after solving the quadratic. Clear නැත්තම් do you have any question? Midusha, understand?
No,
Any
sir.
question?
Understood.
So I understood.
Let's go into the 7th question. Differentiation. Hope you can see this. Shall I zoom it more? Okay. The curve C has an equation y equals fx, where x is larger than 0. Given that f dash x, make a දැක්ක ගමන් ඔළුවට යන්න ඕනේ f dash x is what? dy over dx, right?
Yeah.
So they have given p is 4 and minus 1. Find the value of the gradient. So f dash x is actually the gradient, ne? dy over dx, ne? So put the value of x. 4 කියලා දීලා තියෙන p coordinate x plus 10 minus 7 times 4 to the power half divided by 4 times 4 to the power half. Can someone type and say me the value of f dash x? That's actually the gradient. Type and say. Just type it in the car. Yeah, then.
Thirty, sir. 30.
20. How much?
30.
It should be a fraction. Over me.
So 4 multiplied by 4.
What do you get, Medusa?
289 over 4, I think.
20?
I think 289 over 4, sir. Wait.
289 over 4. It's 15 over 2.
So I get 15 over 2.
දැන් මේ තියෙන tangent gradient නැත්නම් curve gradient එක. Gradient එක නේ අහන්නේ කලින්. ඒක හරි. 15 over 2 or 7.5 කියන්නේ. And so otherwise find the gradient of the normal and write your answer in this format. මේ හැමදාම එන question එක. So even Cambridge Edexcel both P1. So how do you do? මෙයාව දුන්නොත් ඔයා දන්නවා අපි ගමු curve එකක්. Curve එකේ tangent එක යන්නේ මෙහෙමනේ. no මේ කියමු අපි ඔය කියන p coordinate එක normal එක යන්නේ මෙන්න මෙහෙම තේරෙනවද එතකොට මෙයාගේ gradient එකයි මෙයාගේ gradient එකයි multiply කළාම what m1 into m2 equals minus 1 remember that because they are perpendicular since you know the gradient of what the curve at this point or tangent then if you divide it by 7 over 2 you get minus 2 over 50. Did you understand? That's the normal gradient now. This is the normal gradient. So if you know the normal gradient, how do you get the equation? By cos mx plus c lemma at a y. If you know this equation, much easier. Y minus y1 equals m bracket x minus x1. Do you know both?
Yes.
So y minus minus 1 equals m is minus 2 over 15 x minus minus 4 then you can just expand it so y plus 1 equals minus 2 over 15 x plus 8 over 15 then what do you do
So we can subject
by multiplying everything by 15 then.
oh sir ඒක අපිට
So 15y plus 15 equals minus 2x plus 8 නේ. දෙපැත්තම මම multiply කළා 15. Medush if you don't understand ඊට පස්සේ x එක පැත්තට ගන්න 2x plus 15y plus 15 minus 8 equals 0. So what do you get? 2x plus 15y plus what? 15 minus 8 is what? 7 there.
7 right
7 equals 0. So your final answer is going to be for this 2x plus 15y plus 7 equals 0. තේරුණා නැද්ද? මේක තමයි මේ question එකේ answer. ඊළඟ එක any questions Medush? Yes sir. ඊළඟ එක මේක දැක්ක ගමන් මතක් වෙන්න ඕනේ. මෙයාව කරන්න නම් මොකද කරන්නේ? f dash fx කරන්නේ what do you do?
we have to make if dash equals a or something and
integration කියන එක ඉගෙන
no
ගන්න.
sir we have to reverse the normal way of doing
So that is integration we call it.
yeah
Right? So we have to integrate that. So let me erase this part. So in order to integrate that, we can write it in a way that okay. So to integrate, I can write it as 4x squared over 4x half plus 10 over 4x half minus 7x half over 4x half. ඒ කියන්නේ මම කැඩුවා මේක කැලි තුනකට. උඩ තුනක් තියෙනවා. මේකේ 4 කැපෙනවා. x to the power 2 minus half is how much? 3 over 2. This is still f dash x. Okay, I didn't integrate yet. Just simplify. Plus, may have 2, may have 5. So 5 over 2, x to the power minus half because I took it up. And if you have doubts, ask. This is minus 7 over 4. These two cancels off. You understand? Now integrate. Then integrate. So what do you get? So you add 1 to the power. So 3 over 2 plus 1 is what? X to the power
5 over 2
divided by 5 over 2 plus 5 over 2 to the power of minus half plus 1 half divided by
half
minus 7 over 4x plus 3 ඕක තමයි y වෙන්නේ ඔය fx වෙන්නේ එතන fx නම් fx කියලා තාම ඉවර නැහැ can you see the marks hey the coordinate is given so y is
We have to,
minus 1. So you have to simplify it much further. So how do you simplify it? So how do
we
you
have to substitute the x and y
yes, minus 1
and
into
get the answer of c and y equals mx plus c, that form.
yes. So this is going to be minus 1 and 4 to the power 5 over 2 plus 2, 2 into 5 is 10. So 5, you get 5, right? Just you multiply by 2 second bottom, 5. X becomes what? 4 to the power half, 4 to the power half minus 7 times 4 to the power 1 plus 2. So can you someone get me the C value?
So for x to the power 5 over 2 and 5 divided by 5 over 2, that's 64 over 5.
Okay, that means you're trying to get this one. So get me the C value straight away. C is gonna be what?
Okay, sir.
It's 84 over 5. Usually you do.
Yes, sir.
So you have to finally write once you get the C. 2 over 5 x to the power 5 over 2 plus 5x to the power half minus 7 over 4x minus, this is minus 84 over 5. So when you type this thing, take this to other side, you get a negative number. Minus 1 minus that down, which is minus 84 over 5. So after that, at the end, you have to write this. Actually, y can be written also as fx, okay? There's no difference. Any questions with that? Listen, that you have any questions?
No, sir. No, sir.
So shall I move on to the next? Okay, eighth question. The curve C1 has an equation, the curve C2 has an equation. Show that C1 and C2 meets. So what you can do, equal each other. So x times, instead of y, I can put what they have given for the next. This is actually simultaneous. Equals 15 over 2 minus 5x. From here, form a quadratic.
So we can't equal those two because it's xy equals 5 over 2. We have to subject y first.
ඉතින් මේ මේකේ y එක දැම්ම මෙතන. You
Ah,
understand? Straight away,
yes, sir.
you can attempt. So what I did is substitution. So x to power 4 minus 7
So
over
before that, can't we like make y the subject and start it
because
in the first
okay,
row?
you are trying to say that you can subject y from here.
Yeah.
Why do you do that when already in another equation there are two equations? Already in
Ah,
one, it's already subjected. So is it
yeah,
easy
we
to
can
subject and do
substitute
it?
those.
Yes, exactly. So you always go with the easy form. You can do the other way also, it will take a lot of time. Equals 15 over 2 minus 5x. Then මොනවද x to the power 4 minus 7 over 2 x squared minus 5x plus 5x minus 15 over 2 equals 0. These two cancels off. So x to the power 4 minus 7 over 2 x squared minus 15 over 2 equals 0. So b squared minus 4ac. You can let x to the power 2 be y. So then you get actually y squared minus 7 over 2 y minus 15 over 2. Then got the b abc. B squared minus 4ac is what? They have asked straight away to simplify, right? And show that you will get the equation like this. So what you can do is what? Just multiply everything by, okay, I got it now. Multiply everything by what? දෙපැත්තම 2 වලින් වැඩි කර. එතකොට ඒ කියන එකම එනවා. 2y squared minus 7y minus 50. Do you have any doubts with that? Any questions, Nidushan? So,
No, sir.
given that C1 and C2 meets at P and Q, using algebra, find the exact distance of PQ. How do you find? මේක solve කරලා මට උත්තර දෙන්න. Sorry, this is 4 නේ. මම power x මම y එක දැම්මනේ. You can write it in x to the power. I need to find, I just substituted my own term, so you don't need to do that because they have asked to show that using x. So what is it gonna be then? X to 2x to the power, you multiply both by 2, 2x to the power 4 minus 7x squared minus 15. So can you get me the answers for this? So what you do is you let, how you solve this is you can let this be 2y squared minus 7y minus 15 since you don't know how to type. So get me the y values for this first. What are the two y
So
values?
it's 5 and minus 2 3 over 2
5 and is it plus
minus
5?
3 over 2
Isn't it root 5
plus 5.
only? 2 minus 7
It's
minus
plus 5. Just 5.
just 5. Let me check. 2 minus 7 minus 15. Yeah, it's 5 and minus 3 over 2.
Minus 3 over 2.
Okay. So that is for y, right? So now this is y to the power 4. Y is actually x squared. So then how do you do? You actually got two things where I took y as x squared y කියලා ගත්තේ. දැන් ඔයා කිව්වේ හැටියට මෙහෙම ලියන්න. Y is equal to what? What are two answers you got? Y equals
5 and
y equals
minus 3 over 2.
එතකොට y කියලා අපි ගත්තේ x square නේද?
Oh,
මේකට උත්තර එන්නේ නැහැ නේද? root කරන්න බෑනේ. මේකට උත්තර
අරක තමයි එන්නේ 25.
equals plus minus root 5. X එකේ plus root 5 තුත් එනවා minus root 5 both are coming as the answer. Okay, so x equals plus root 5 or x equals minus root 5. Now use this, substitute to this and get the two coordinates of P and Q. එකක් root 5 comma you have to substitute and get the y term, and take minus root 5 comma you have to substitute and get the x term. So you actually get one as, when it is plus root 5 it's 3 over 2 root 5 minus 5. Then when it is minus root 5 it's going to be minus 3 over 2 root 5 minus 5. Then, now is the most important distance. Can you remember there was an equation like this?
Yes, sir. Then the whole thing square out.
Difference of x දෙක අරගෙන square it, difference of y දෙක අරගෙන square it, then whole thing square root will give you the distance. Do you understand or not?
Yeah.
So when you square root that, your final answer will be, after substituting these values, PQ equals root 65. Any doubts with that? How to get the answer?
No, sir.
Midusha, do you have any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay. So in the ninth question, they are asking, circle C has a 0 center, P and Q. P and S are points on the C, sector 0, length of PS is given 0.6 rad steel, I think. Can you see the full screen of it? Can you read the question? Oh, is it so tiny? Is the question so tiny? Then okay, no? So answer is given in rads actually. So 0.3 rads. Now how can you do it? So if you want to do
So
this,
first can't I like convert it into like degrees and get the answer?
you can't use this equation
Oh,
only. Use it in rads because L is given.
yeah.
PS දීලානේ PS කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? L. So PS is 0.72. Radius is unknown. Theta is 0.6. So can you get the radius? That means OPPS දෙකම එකයිනේ. So can you type and get me the answer? 0.72 divided by 0.6. 1.2.
Yes, sir.
ඒ කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? OP OS both are 1.2. Do you understand or not?
Understands.
So OP and OQ both. Now what do you do? So here show that OP, that's done. Let's make this a bit smaller now. That's done. So let's go into the next page for the next question. Hope you can see well. Let me share it fully. Okay. The target area PQRS is 90. අපි යන් කලින් question එකට PQRS මොකද්ද PQRS කියන්නේ? What is PQRS? PQRS is actually මෙන්න මේ කැලේ. Okay. You know how to find the sector area. Sector area equals what? Half r squared theta. Right? R is theta is known. R is unknown because we don't know the r from here to here if it's a large circle which is going on. But we know OP distance. So moving on to the next side, they have given the PQ distance is given as x. So I said area is equal to half r squared theta. So area is given as 90. 90 is equal to half x squared because PQ distance is given as x. So moving on to the next, PQ is x. So what is the entire distance? This is 1.2. 1.2 plus x, right? Do you understand? Because we are considering from here to here. May distance එක තමයි ගන්න. So it's going to be 1.2 plus x. So not x squared. So in order to get this, you have two things to know. You can think this is a small circle. You can get the area of this, and there's a large circle. You can get the area of O to Q and R में O to P and Q. මෙයාගේ sector area එකෙන් මෙයාම අඩු කරොත් නේද ඔය shaded කැලේ එන්නේ. මෙන්න මේ කැලේ. You understand that or not? එතකොට sector areas දෙකක් අඩු කරන්න ඕනේ ලොකු එක්කෙනාගෙන් පොඩි එක්කෙනා. Now only. So that means this 90 is after that subtraction. You understand? That means you know that there is a large one and there's a small one. මේ කැලේනේ ඕනේ අපිට. එතකොට half, what's the large one's value? Here to here it's x. Here to here it's 1.2. His radius is going to be x plus 1.2 squared into what is the theta? What's theta? You have to go there. So theta was 0.6 into 0.6 minus, this answer minus half times 1.2 squared, smaller ones, into 0.6. Now if you are smart in maths, you can just take the common terms out. How? Half ගන්න පුළුවන් එළියට කවුද? 0.6 ගන්න පුළුවන් එළියට. Then x plus 1.2 entire thing squared minus 0. Sorry, not 0.6, 1.2 square. Okay, so here inside the bracket it will be x squared plus 2.4x plus 1.2 entire thing squared minus 1.2 squared. They both cancel off. Then you get into 0.3 equals 90. So 90 divided by 0.3, both sides. So 90 divided by 0.3 is 300. So 300 is equal to x squared plus 2. 2.4 can be written as a fraction. What's 2.4 as a fraction? 12 over 5. So 12 over 5x. So let me take everything to one side. Then it's easy for you. So x squared plus 12 over 5x minus 300 equals 0. So multiply everything by 5. 5x squared plus 12x. What's 5 times minus 300? 1500. Can you see the same equation is coming? What they have asked to show? Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay. C part. Hence, total perimeter of the target PQRS. Okay, in order to do that also, you need this arc length and this arc length and this and this, right? ඔය ටිකනේ ඕනේ. ඒතර ඒ ටික ගන්න කොහොමද? How do you get that? So you need the PS distance. So what's the PS distance you got? You got x equals 16.2. This previous answer. When you solve this, you can get the x value, positive x value. What is it? It's going to be 16.2. Reject the negative if you get. Okay, that is needed for the next part. This distance is x, this distance is x. This you can find. How? L equals r theta. So QR distance is equal to what? 16.2 plus what's the length of this part? We found it in the previous question. It was 1.2, right? 1.2 into theta was 0.6. So this actually gives you the length of QR. Q to R. Plus QR distance එක හරි. ඒක ලියා ගන්න එතන. ඊට පස්සේ 2x are there. What are the x values? 16 into 16.2 into 2. Then you need to add that also for the perimeter. Then what is PS value? PS value, did you find it? Easy to find also. PS is what? Again r theta. But r value is 1.2 into theta is 0.6. So get that value and also add it with that. So what's the final answer? Anyway, this is going to be 17.4 into 0.6. What's 17.4 into 0.6? So if you add all of this, you get
10.44.
what do you get when you add all of those answers? Because perimeter is all addition. 43.56. You can round it because 44.
Yes,
You understand or not?
understand.
Okay. Midusha, why are you silent? Clear? So for this answer, it's 44. So that's what I did in the last page, 44. Okay. All right. So let's move on to the 10th question. What is this? A graph. So these are like small mark question though. 2 marks. So state the n. N කියන්නේ කවුද? මේ තියෙන අතන. මේක ගන්න කලින් ඔයා මුලින් ඇඳගන්න y cos x graph එක. So මම 90 180 270 360 450. Can someone type and say what is sin 90? Sin නෙමෙයි cos. What's cos 90? What's cos 90?
-1.
Wrong. Cos 0 again?
0, sir.
Okay, just give me a second. Okay, can you hear me well? Can you hear?
Yes, I can hear, sir.
Okay. So what's cos 0? Red mode නම් එන්නේ degree කරගන්න. 1. Nidusha, I'm asking you also. How do you draw the cos x graph? Y equals cos x. මෙතන එකක්. මෙතන cos 90 කියන්නේ 0. Cos 180 means it's -1. I'll just mark it here as -1 and this is 1. Then again here. So your graph actually goes like this now. Cos x graph. Do you understand or not?
Understand, sir.
Now මෙතන වෙලා තියෙන්නේ 3 එකකින් multiply වෙලා තියෙන හැම y value එකක්. and x එක n වලින් බෙදලා තියෙනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ 1 over n කියන්නේ it gets multiplied by all x values get divided by 1 over n means it gets multiplied by 1 n. Okay, now you have to think. Can you see P is the place where, so they say the curve C cuts a positive x-axis from the first time at 270 and 0. මෙයා වෙලා තියෙන්නේ 270 and 0. ඒ කියන්නේ P coordinate එක 270, 0 ඇවිල්ලා. සාමාන්‍ය cos x graph එක ගන්නේ 90, 0. නේද? You understand? First place where it cuts the curve. You understand? But in this case it has become 270, 0. So now how do you do this? Any idea? How can you think? If it has become 270, what has happened to the 90? 90 is been multiplied by some factor. I'm asking that factor is actually n. What is that factor? That means you just divide 270 by 90. What is it? Number 2. You understand or not? Can you hear me?
I can understand, sir.
Okay, so that means y equals 3 cos x over n. That's 1 over 3. x over 3 කියලා දැම්මත් හරි. 1x over 3. එකම හරි. Any questions? Midusha. n එක 3. මම හොයාගත්තේ n එක 3 කියලා. ඒක. n එක හොයාගත්තේ 270 divide කරනවා 90 වලින්. මොකද first time එක කැපෙන්නේ normal cos x graph 90. So this thing has been 270. So 270 divided by 90 is 3. Okay. The next is C1 මහන්න. C1 කියන්නේ මෙන්න මේක. So C1 කොහමද හොයන්නේ? දැන් first සාමාන්‍ය first attempt එක P මෙතන තිබ්බේ. එතකොට 270 එකකින් එක්කෙනා සාමාන්‍ය 217 එක නක් කොතනද යන්නේ 217 into 3 19 into 3 නේ කියේ ඒ වගේ මෙයා වෙන්නේ කීයද එතකොට සාමාන්‍ය මෙයා වෙන්න ඕනේ this should be usually 180 so what is 180 into 3 what's 180 into 3 540 so now this fellow is 540 comma 3 minus 3 actually this is same thing as this 360 so 360 into 3 here 1080 so this is 1080 comma 3 or something this is so 360 480 over again 480 plus so 360 plus 90 ne 450 මම මේක පොඩි කරලා තවත් තාලෙ බේසික් කරන්න පුළුවන් තේරුම් ගන්න එක මේ graph එක තව extend කරනවා මේ 450 ආය අනුවක් ගියාම 450 කරා plus 90 540 ආය අනුවක් ගියාම 540 plus 90 630 630 plus 90 720 ඔයගේ යනවා ඔයගේ graph එක යන්නේ මේ විදියටම 540 වලින් වෙන්න මොනවද දැන් මේක තියෙන්නේ එකයි මේ ෆස්ට් එකේ කොමන් මෙතනින් කැපෙන්නේ 1 2 3යි කියන්නේ ෆස්ට් එක 2 3 3කට පස්සේ 4 වෙනි 1 2 3 වෙන්නේ 720 වල 4 වෙනි කොතනද එතකොට තවත් ඔයා expand කරගෙන යන්න චුට්ටක් ස්කෙච් කරගන්න හැටි තමයි මේසි වෙන්නේ yeah let me make it small and okay මම මේක explain කරන්න ඕනේ නේද මෙහෙම යන්නේ so 720 plus 90 is how much 810 plus 90 900 900 plus 90 990 ඕම යනවා දැන් රෙඩ් එක මෙහෙම උඩට ගිහින් මේකෙන් ආයෙ පල්ලයට ගිහින් මෙහි 990 is 1080 උඩට යන්නේ ආයි මෙතනට දැන් බලන්න මේකෙදි 1 2 3යි මේකට පස්සේනේ මේක එන්නේ 100 එක ගණන් 100 එක මොකද්ද කියලානේ 1 2 3යි 1 2 3යි so this is the one right so in the usual graph it's 720 in this graph in the y equals 3 cos x over n x over 3 what will it be this was 360 comma 1 what will it be in here sorry 720 comma 1 it will be 720 into 3 720 into 3 is how much 2160 comma 3 තේරුණාද නැද්ද 2000 1000 720 into 3 did I make a mistake can you
No, sir.
oh no I did a mistake yes why not ekai me first no 2 3 4 fourth one we need c1 කියන්නේ ඒකනේ fourth one එක මොකක්ද දෙන්නේ 990 plus 90 1080 ඒක තමයි මේ 360 නෙමෙයි 1080 so 10 into 80 into 3 is how much what's it going to be 1080 into 3 so it's going to be 1080 x nothing happens to the x actually so what happens to it it's 1080 comma 3 but they are asking only the time period so it'll make how then 1080 vitara so you have to just write 10 got it okay next part the point q shows that figure 4 is a minimum. So they say the figure 4 is a minimum C1, coordinate Q1. So minimum එක clue C1 එක. Q, this one is a minimum. So let me මෙන්න මෙයා minimum එක කියලා. එයාගේ coordinate එක අහන. ඒකේ coordinate එක හොයන්න නම් කවුද ලේසි? මෙන්න මේ graph එක අපි ආයෙ ටිකක් ඔලුවට ගමු. මේක 90. So මේ තමයි මෙයා 180. So then again here, so it should be 540, right? But 540 into what? This is the cos x, y equals cos x graph. Ne? So what will this be? It's y equals 3 cos x over 3. So what will this be? 540 into what? 3 there. Yes, why?
Yes.
So 1620. Come on, y එක මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ? මෙතන y එක -1. එතන මේකෙදි 3 cos උනාම -3. You understand how to get those coordinates?
Understand, sir.
Okay. Indush, why silent?
Understood, sir.
Okay. Because he has the equation y equals 2 sin x plus k, and k is a constant. The point R is a 12 over 5, and the point S is given. Given that a is a constant less than 90, give the value of k. So a is a constant less than 90, give the value of k. So what you can do is, what? Since y is given, you can subtract the 2, it's less than 90, half. So y values are given, and it's a and a. That means if you multiply this by the difference of the two y values, what are the two y values? 12 over 5 minus 3 over 5. I am just taking this difference. That will be equal to what? Half times 8 over 5. 4 over 5. So 4 over 5 is the answer. Sorry, 9 over 12 minus 3 is going to be 9. Sorry. 9 over 10 is the answer because you can't simplify. You understand that or no?
Understand, sir.
This is 5 and 9 into half. So it's 9 over 10. Reason this is මෙයත් a මෙයත් minus a. ඒ කියන්නේ අපි සාමාන්‍ය graph එකක් ගත්තොත් අර -90 +90 වගේ එකක්. එතකොට මැදදී නේද මෙය වෙන්නේ. ඒකයි half into කියන්නේ. අර දෙන්නගේ distance එක ගන්න. හරි? So k is equal to what then? 9 over 10. Okay, so it's less than 90 no? 90 no? Alpha is less than 90. Okay. Going to the 11th question. Last one. Okay, so they have given a equation where figure shows the curve y equals fx. Fx equation is given, that means, and you have to write it in this format. මේ format එක දැක්ක ගමන් මොකද හිතේ? Completing square නේද? So you have to do completing square. How do you do completing square?
Yes, sir.
Take the 2 out. X squared minus 6x plus 47. 14 over 2 can 7. මම මේකේ 2 එළියට ගත්තා. ඊට 2 එළිය තියාගෙන completing square දාන්න. minus 3 squared minus 3 squared plus 7. If you don't understand, ask. I hope you can remember what is completing square. So minus 9 plus 7 is what? Minus 2. then 2x minus 3 squared minus 4. Is there any thought which is not clear for you? මෙතනට වෙනකන් තේරුණා නැද්ද? ඔක රූල් එකක් කනක. You can x squared plus bx.
Understood, sir.
But you can write x plus b over 2 squared minus b over 2 squared. ඒකට තමයි completing square කියන්නේ. Alright, so that's the part for A. Then let's go into the B part of the question. Nidusha, any questions you have?
No, sir.
So C has a minimum point of P. State the coordinate of P. So P කියන්නේ minimum එකද? ඒ කියන්නේ මේ x මේ graph එකේ minimum point එක හොයන්න කොහමද මේ now it's easy. What's the minimum coordinate when it's done in completing square? Opposite sign of this 3 comma minus 4. Do you understand or not? Same sign for the y, opposite sign for the x. Do you understand? Any doubts with that? Turning point. That's how you find turning point. You can complete it.
Understood.
So B part is also done. Find the equation of L giving your answer y equals mx plus 2. How do you find? In order to get the L equation, you can, what can you do? What can you do in order to get L equation? P coordinate එකක් දන්නවනේ දැන් කීයද? 3, minus 4. L equation එක හොයන්න හරි ලේසියි නේද? m එක හොයන්න ඉස්සෙල්ලා. m එක කීයද? y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So y2 minus y1 minus 4 minus 28 divided by 3 minus minus 1. So that's going to be minus 32 comma 4, which is minus what? 8. Then y equals minus 8x plus c, which means I use the straight line equation because it's a straight line up here. So use one of the coordinates you like. I'll use this. Minus 4 equals minus 8 times 3 plus c and get the minus 4 plus 24 equals c. So 20 equals c. So y equals minus 8x plus 20. That's the equation for the L1 line. Any questions, Nidusha?
No, sir.
දැන් අපි L1 මෙන්න මේ L1 කියන line එක හොයාගත්ත y equals minus 8x plus 20. Okay. Now let's go into the next question. Inequality එක හැමපාරම එන question. කියන්නලු අර colored කරලා තියෙන එක. Show bounded by x-axis and y-axis and L and y-axis. So let's go into the question. So we found the equation also. Now, in order to do this, you need to think what are these? මේ line එකට මොකක්ද අපි කියන්නේ? What? X is larger than 0. ඒක තේරුණාද නැද්ද? මේකටත් වඩා උඩනේ තියෙන්නේ. මේකටත් වඩා උඩනේ තියෙන්නේ. එතන y is larger than 0. right. මේකටත් වඩා මෙහි තියෙන්නේ ඒ colored එක මේකටත් වඩා උඩ තියෙන්නේ. Are you okay with that or not? It's not clear.
Clear, sir.
තමයි colored එක. දැන් L1 line එකට වඩා පල්ලෙහානේ තියෙන්නේ. මේකනේ L1. L1 එකට වඩා පල්ලෙහානේ තියෙන්නේ. එතකොට y is less than or equals minus 8x plus 20. That is the L1 line. Okay. ඊට පස්සේ මෙන්න මේ curve එක. මේ තියෙන curve එක. Curve එකට වඩා උඩින් තියෙන්නේ. ඒ කියන්නේ larger than. Curve equation is y is this no larger than or equals 2x squared minus 12x plus 14. Okay. If your answer has all this 4 written, you will get full marks, which is 3 marks. Do you understand, Nidusha, or no? Any doubts?
Understand.
Okay. So I hope you understood the entire part there. So that's 3 marks actually. Nasilda, do you have any questions? So
No,
when
sir.
you
I
see the questions
understood.
you get, they'll say then ask. Okay then. So I think any doubts with the entire paper? Any parts you want to ask? Any place you want me to explain?
No, sir.
Nidusha, you have?
No, sir.
Okay then. So next time we'll be doing 2023 May T1 paper. So do it and keep. I'll upload in the
Okay.
paper. Okay then. So we'll wind up for today. If you have any questions, you can ask. All right.
No question.
Okay.
Okay then. See you.